We are tonight getting down to the wire as Hurricane Helene is prepared to make its way to middle Georgia later this evening and in the early morning hours. Right now, you're taking a live look at the radar as the Category 3 hurricane is battering the Florida coast with devastating wind speeds of over 100 miles per hour, blistering tropical storms. Florida, North and South Carolina, Virginia, and of course Georgia are all under state of emergencies. It's the fourth storm to make landfall in the United States this year and the fifth to wreak havoc in Florida since 2022. Helene is expected to roar into middle Georgia during the early Friday morning hours.
But already we're feeling that impact. Let's send things over to Chief Meteorologist Ryan Stinnett to get the details on what we need to know. Ryan?
Yeah, this is going to be a historic storm for middle Georgia. Now, we're getting hourly updates. Winds 125 miles per hour. Once winds get to 130, that's a Category 4 storm. It still has plenty of time to intensify, and we may be dealing with a Category 4 storm at landfall in the Big Bend of Florida. That pressure, this is concerning. That is dropping fast. That shows us that the storm is intensifying, and every hourly update, it's increasing in that forward speed. That forward speed means issues for us in middle Georgia tonight. Now, as of right now, the Hurricane Center still thinking it's making landfall as a Category 3 storm, but by 2 a.m., we're talking about potentially a Category 2 storm making its way into middle Georgia because of that quick, fast speed. That means most of middle Georgia, we're going to be dealing with hurricane conditions. That's winds over 74 miles per hour throughout the pre-dawn hours. This is going to be a historic and devastating storm for middle Georgia. Now, most of the rain we're seeing today, this has nothing to do with Helene. We have a frontal boundary in place across middle Georgia. Now, yes, some of this tropical moisture is lifting off towards the north, but a lot of this has to do with that frontal boundary. Helene, the outer bands of it are just now reaching the coast. So this is where the Helene factor comes in, and it's going to continue to lift off towards the north, and it will be making its way through middle Georgia. Something very, very rare. We have a hurricane warning as far north as Forsyth and Monroe County, Lamar County. You don't see hurricane warnings this far inland. Usually they don't come north of the Albany area. Hurricane warning means conditions are going to be favorable for hurricane conditions over the next 24 hours. Tropical storm warnings. Tropical storm conditions will be felt within the next 24 hours, and this extends all the way up into the Carolinas, North Georgia. So this is going to be a big event. The entire state of Georgia is going to be impacted by this, and this is going to be a wind event for middle Georgia. I know we've been dealing with rain all day long. We've had tornado warnings today, but wind is a very high concern, flooding a very high concern, and power outages. We're going to have widespread power outages for days and days after this system because we're going to have such strong winds. So here in middle Georgia, this is what we're expecting. Sustained winds, 55 to 75 miles per hour. Gusts to over 90 miles per hour. That you just don't get this far inland. Potential additional rainfall. Some locations have already had 5 to 6 inches of rain today. We're going to add another 4 to 8 inches, maybe even more in some spots. And with any landfalling system, east of that center of circulation, quick, short-lived, spin-up tornadoes that we're going to have to deal with. So what does all that mean for middle Georgia? Extensive wind damage likely. We're talking structural damage. This isn't just tree and power issues. We're talking homes and businesses. Keep that in mind. Widespread power outages that will last for days, the significant flooding threat, and prolonged river flooding. All this water has to flow into 3 rivers in middle Georgia. The Flint River, the Ocmulgee River, and the Oconee River, and all that has to flow south. Now, winds are going to be the main issue. Over the next few hours, our winds will be increasing. By the time you're watching the 11 o'clock news tonight, we're going to have tropical storm force winds. As we head through the overnight hours, center of circulation is to the south of us. Easterly winds will continue, and we're going to see winds 70 to 80 miles per hour in our southern counties. By the time we get to 4 a.m., 70 to 80 miles per hour for Macon as well as Warner Robins. Check it out, maybe 5 a.m., 80 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts across portions of middle Georgia. and this is going to do widespread damage. We're talking extensive tree and power issues, but also structural damage. If you live in a manufactured home, you cannot stay in those tonight. Seek shelter at one of the shelters or find people that will let you stay with them overnight. And then finally, the winds will start to subside by tomorrow evening, and we'll start to see improving weather. Flood watch, it's in effect as well. Widespread rain has been ongoing. We expect more widespread rain, and we're talking anywhere from 4 to 8 additional inches for most of middle Georgia. And then you factor that in with a current tornado watch. Now this goes until 9 p.m. It's essentially from Macon and Bibb County off towards the south and east. Those quick, short-lived spin-up tornadoes. That is what we're going to be dealing with. Again, be prepared. It's going to be an active night. It's going to be a very long night here in middle Georgia, and it's going to be a historic night. Make sure you have a way to receive those severe weather watches and warnings. Download that WGXA Skywatch weather app. It has that interactive radar, and it has those push notifications that you will need tonight. Now, we're watching the system carefully, and we will have frequent updates throughout the newscast.
Thank you, Ryan, and we are working to keep you up to date with the latest information so that you're prepared for Helene's arrival in the mid-state.
We have team coverage with our WGXA reporters all over middle Georgia monitoring conditions ahead of the storm and with information on how middle Georgia officials are preparing.
Right now, let's join our Carlos Stevens live from Warner Robins.
Carlos, Houston County Schools made the announcement to close tomorrow. Tell us about what city leaders want residents to know as we prepare for the hurricane's arrival.
All right, we want to apologize. We're having an audio issue there, but from what we understand, Carlos checked with the Houston EMA director just a little while ago, Amanda, and he tells him that they're ready to respond. If you need a place for shelter, there is a church offering its space.
Yeah, No Limit Baptist Church there in Warner Robins is opening its doors to the homeless for shelter. There are more than 100 plus people homeless there in Warner Robins, and the shelter is also in need of volunteers as well as donations like non-perishable food items and water. Mr. Brian Wise, who oversees the city's homeless shelter, now the church is located at 1352 Radio Loop, Warner Robins, located near the old Kmart on Watson Boulevard. Now you can call Mr. Brian Wise at 478-538-5115 if you'd like to volunteer or you would like to donate.
All right, and we will try to check back in with Carlos a little later in our newscast. Now we join our William Bazone, who's reporting live from right here in Macon-Bibb County.
And William, Mayor Lester Miller has declared a state of emergency. What preparations are being made to get residents through the night?
Hey Greg, hey Amanda. Yeah, Lester Miller this afternoon at 2:45 declared a state of emergency here in Macon-Bibb County. And that means he was saying take it seriously. Make sure that you are aware of what's going on. Stay with people if you need to. And do what you can to stay out of this weather. Right now, not a lot of rain, a little bit of wind going on behind us. But as our chief meteorologist Ryan Sinnott said just a few minutes ago, those storms could get pretty dicey later in the night. Later on in the hour, I'll have interviews with people at the EMA department or city officials. We will let you know what's going on and more specifically what they're doing to prepare. But in the meantime, make sure you guys are staying safe and up to date. All county offices are closed until 10 a.m. tomorrow. However, EMA, first responders, and things like that will still be operating throughout the night and into tomorrow. Greg and Amanda, back to you.
Thank you, William. Now, as the community continues to prepare for Hurricane Helene, we are keeping you up to date on the shelters that are available to people that cannot stay in their homes tonight.
We are, Amanda. Monroe County has opened 3 shelters in preparation for Hurricane Helene. Those shelters opened just an hour ago and will remain open until 5 p.m. tomorrow, unless, of course, things end up with significantly more damage than we're even expecting. Those shelters are High Falls Station 2 in Jackson, Forsyth Monroe County Recreation Department at 100 Dan Pitts Drive in Forsyth, and Smar New Providence Baptist Church located at 260 Highway 41 South, also in Forsyth. Evacuees are highly encouraged to bring their own snacks and non-perishable food items. Also, High Falls Station 2 is accepting pets provided that they are secured in a crate or kennel.
In Warner Robins, Rigby's Entertainment Complex is offering shelter for those that may not feel safe in their homes. Owner Steve Rigby took to Facebook telling people not to hesitate to come to Rigby's if it helps them feel safe, citing the complex as a safe structure for seeking solace from the storm. Pets are welcome as well, though they also ask that they stay in crates or carriers so the weather doesn't scare them off. Guests should bring their own supplies, including blankets, pillows, and miscellaneous comfort items.
Well, it is a place that's known for hundreds of gas pumps, and you can bet that all of them have been very busy over the past few hours. I-75 connects much of Florida with Atlanta, and it makes for a direct route to get out of harm's way.
We spoke with some travelers earlier today about Helene, and here's what they had to say.
But being in Florida, we tend to see it more, not to downgrade any storm at all, but yes, we're always concerned about it. This one looks pretty massive, so we did have some concern.
We're headed north, and everything's a lot lighter than it has been. I drive the roads every day, and it's never this light.
I just get a little extra fuel for the generators. You know, most likely the electricity's going to go off around here. It normally goes off anyway when the wind gets up a little bit, trees falling over and whatnot. But yeah, just kind of get a little bit prepared, doing the best I can.
And what we are watching, that rainfall, it continues to pour. Now, live look in Dublin over at our Wilson Bryant Hegan and Air Skycast Network. Not raining particularly hard right now, but Dublin has racked up the rain since midnight. Check out some of these rainfall totals. Now, this is just since midnight. Tennille, over 6.36 inches. Dublin, almost 6 inches of rain. Sandersville, over 5 inches, and we're all been dealing with widespread soaking rains. For Macon, 3.43 inches, Unadilla, 2.44 inches, and this plays a factor into our forecast tonight. The grounds are very saturated. It's going to make it a lot easier for trees to come down once the winds come into play. So we're going to be dealing with these widespread power outages, destructive winds, because the ground is so saturated. But again, we're getting hourly updates from the National Hurricane Center, and winds currently of 125. It's got about 2-3 more hours before it reaches the coast. It is moving off towards the north-northeast at 23. That forward speed continues to increase, and as I said earlier, that plays a factor into our forecast as we head into tonight, because as we're going to get ready for the storm to move inland, it will be moving very fast, and it will maintain that intensity. So Cat 3 at landfall. It will likely be a Cat 2 coming into our southern counties, Cordele, as well as Wilcox County, and will remain that Category 1 status as we head through the next really pre-dawn hours across middle Georgia. We'll be right back.
On the storm, you can also download the WGXA weather app. Just scan that QR code right there on your screen. You can watch the radar and get hour-by-hour forecasts along with alerts and warnings. But Ryan will be back in a bit with the latest track.
And we want to see your storm photos as well. Just go to WGXA.tv/chime in and send in what you have, from flooding to downed trees and debris and damage. Feel free to send it in, and you may even see it on air.
We will be back shortly to bring you more on Hurricane Helene.
But as we go to break, Amanda, a quick reminder to everyone that we'll be live tomorrow morning on ABC 16 from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. so we can keep you up to date with the latest and developing story as the storm develops.
And for a full list of resources to help keep you safe, be sure to head to WGXA.tv.
Well, Hurricane Helene is barreling towards the Big Bend region of Florida, and residents spent the day completing those last-minute preparations.
Megan Scarano joins us from Panama City Beach. And Megan, the city issued an emergency declaration ahead of the storm. What are the conditions looking like down there right now?
All day long, we had a steady rain. It was nothing too severe or heavy, but it was a constant rain here in Panama City Beach, Florida. And about the last half hour, that has picked up. There was some ponding on the roads here, but just
that is what we're going to be watching. They've actually expanded the hurricane warning again. We're just getting new updates. It now includes Butts, Jasper, as well as Jones County. So they continue to extend that hurricane warning inward and expanding it. That means they are expecting hurricane force winds to actually increase in coverage. So this is becoming more and more of a serious situation, and that tropical storm warning kind of being trimmed away. But hurricane warnings now in effect from Lawrence County into Wilkinson County, all the way up into Jasper, Butts County, and then all the way down towards the coast as we're going to be dealing with hurricane conditions. What are hurricane conditions? Winds of at least 74 miles per hour. We don't get that in thunderstorms in Middle Georgia. We are going to have a very destructive storm moving through Middle Georgia tonight. And I want everyone to please be prepared as we look at this. And again, what we are talking about is a wind threat. Yes, we're going to have a flooding threat. Yes, there is the threat for tornadoes. But as we head through the night, our winds are going to steadily increase. The outer bands of Helene are just now moving on shore. It's about 4 hours away from making landfall along the Big Bend of Florida. But notice by 1 a.m., your sustained wind gusts will be 50 to 60 miles per hour. This is going to be causing tree and power issues all across Middle Georgia. As the winds increase, as the storm moves inland, these easterly winds will persist. You're going to get wind gusts 70 to 80 miles per hour. Now, don't focus so much on the wind particles. The models are off a little bit. I think the center of circulation is going to be paralleling Interstate 75. As we look about 4 a.m., winds 70 to 80 miles per hour, 80 in Cordele, and then 87 to 95 mile per hour wind gusts for Macon and Warner Robins. Those are the big population cores for our designated viewing area. This is going to be a historic storm for Middle Georgia. And again, winds of 80 to 90 miles per hour. That's going to cause structural damage across Middle Georgia. So you're going to see house roof issues. You're going to see mobile home issues. You cannot stay in a manufactured home tonight across Middle Georgia. Go to a shelter. You still have time to get your plans in place, but by tomorrow morning, we're going to be dealing with this widespread and destructive wind event across Middle Georgia. You get towards 6 o'clock, you may be having 90 mile per hour winds in Gray, still 84 mile per hour wind gust in Macon. And again, this is going to do tremendous amounts of damage to the trees and power issues, the grid, and portions of Middle Georgia are going to be without power for days and days and days. In some locations, it could be several weeks before the power gets restored. So this is going to be the big event for Middle Georgia, and we are going to be watching it very carefully. We're going to be here all night keeping you informed and up to date.